Okay, hello. We have sounds, excellent. Right. So I hope we're doing well. It's probably going to be a shorter stream tonight, so I am feeling rough as hell. I was this close to not streaming, but you know what? I'm going to push myself to stream for a couple of hours at least. Hi Freak, how are you? Yeah, so first stream of the week, so 2 streams this week. Work. So today, tomorrow. If I'm honest, I haven't looked for next week yet. As far as I know, midweek it's only Tuesday that I'm not streaming. Sure, Nick. Yeah, Tuesday, Saturday I've got a football game. My normal thing on Saturday night. Yeah, so it should be 3 or 4 streams next week, fingers crossed. Unless more last minute jobs come up, we'll see. Anyway, God, I've got to figure out what, remind myself what we was doing. We've got our bridge over here. Very, very lovely bridge. We are thinking of moving our oil processing operations over to here, right? I think that was ultimately what I was going to do, but I want to straighten this coastline first, because once I've put it in place, I don't want to move it again. So the idea is, it's a case of how quick can that fill up. So I'm going to have it running for the moment. So I just want to see what's happening around and around the places. So first of all, we need to get a ramp into place, as it were. We can't get diggy diggers over here. He was mostly lurking last Friday, never saw the bridge. Yes, we have the bridge, it's now complete and looking beautiful. So we've got road and rail. And I look forward to see how they expand bridges in the future. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do, because we've got, like, we could do 50 more vehicles. So we're going to get a vehicle depot over here. We're also going to get a mine control tower over here. We're also going to put a random ore sorting plants over here. Build them, switch that on. And then the plan is this is going to export to that. There will be only importing from there. And then it's a case of, I don't want auto signing, thank you. Dirt and rock. Make sure that's getting a priority. Even though it should be coming over that stuff anyway. Because the diggy diggies can't go over the bridge, because the bridge isn't wide enough for diggy diggies. So we have to build diggies on the island. Now we can Unity recover trick moving over, but I want more diggy diggies, so that's what I'm going to do. It's quite the oversight. Well, it's more a case of, not necessarily, I wouldn't say it's an oversight. More that they just haven't gotten round to making the bridges that can support the wider vehicles yet. Because obviously this is the first iteration. But at the same time, theoretically, it's realistic, because the reality is you wouldn't be driving massive diggers from here to here anyway. You'd load them up on transportation vehicles or trains to move them, because it's more efficient, because obviously excavators and the large trucks, their speeds aren't that high. So what they need to do is allow us to do what we've got in Euro Truck Simulator, where we can stick a digger on the back and drive it over. But obviously you need to put it on the train, a train carriage that moves. Need a barge or train to move instead, yeah. Which I think would be actually pretty darn cool, if I'm to be honest. It really would. Right, so you're full. You're complaining. I've actually got that. I don't know. Okay, so we've got an issue with travel time at the moment. We're up to 80. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, so it's rock is the problem, but we are needing that rock, so I do not want to waste it. There's just a lot of travel going on at the moment. There's no point in hooking up a rail network to it, let's be honest. Bit silly. You're struggling. I think it's just a par then, because of the distance. Yeah, it's fine. So we're going to bring in a level. Okay. We've got our area to cover this. Thank you. For now, I don't care if we're dumping dirt there. I'm just wanting a ramp, so that's fine. Once we've got that, I was hoping that they'd already been delivered, but they hadn't. Okay, that sucks. Okay. Right. Ow. Okay, so yeah, one reason why I was debating whether this is a stream today, so I've torn or ripped or something to one of my abdominal muscles on Sunday with training. Like I felt it go like that. So anytime I cough, laugh, or heavy laugh, turn certain ways, or sneeze, of course, it causes all my stomach muscles to tense, including the one that I've injured. It's fucking painful. Ow. Oh, that hurts so much. Am I actually potentially needing to increase like how much of this I'm producing? Is that actually going to be the first time I've ever had to look at scaling vehicle parts up? There's this Unity boost then. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not convinced it's worth the extra. Because I'd have to basically add to this, move this across. Yeah, not overly convinced I'm going to need it right now. The extra trucks are going to help, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll say it's travel time is the big problem here. If I switch that on, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This train hasn't even been built yet. Oh my god, we're still waiting for that. Okay. Right, I've got to know if this is going to block access to those. Oh, how am I going? Oh God, I've got to try and squeeze it through. Because I need it connecting to this, because there's no point setting up another train station. And to be honest, once that train is going and we are moving along there, that will significantly ease the pressure anyway. So at the moment, that's just doing nothing. So we are still relying on trucks. Right, so no more of that. So we're back to... Right, so I've got this the wrong way. So I want to keep a reserve of 40, but I want it to keep filling up. Right, okay. Well, so if we ever drop anything back in, that's where I need that space. That's fine. There. That's my reserve. I've got it set up the wrong way. Okay, right. Right, what are you struggling for? Because we've got a massive boost increase. So this can't get to the slag. Which, to be fair, yeah, that's totally legit. Like. That one. So I should be able to reach that now. He says. Maybe. We'll see. Do we have at least this digger is being made? Brilliant. So that will go onto here. At some point. Which, to be fair, should massively speed up pushing that through. Once we've got this being dug up and moved over effectively. Saying that, I am going to want a fuel station over here, realistically, aren't I? That is going to require hooking up the rail. I was still planning on having it come through here. And then I was hoping to have it bridge over. Yeah, just straight dumping it. Just shifting it around. Brilliant. Exactly what I wanted. So, well, that actually should go down here pretty darn fast. We've already shifted this bit super bloody quick, haven't we? I'm just trying to think out if I want to modify that like any further, perhaps put it back a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's get that bit done, and then if I want to adjust it, then I'll adjust it. Just waiting for another one. Got to make sure that we're not overtaxing other things. Because when that needs to refuel, that's I was saying that is a heck of a travel, isn't it? So, quote unquote temporary fuel station. Alright, so you've got another can't reach somewhere, and you are trying to, I don't actually know where you're trying to reach. You're trying to path to here. Don't need to path to there, do you? You know, to be fair, if I do that. No direct paths, even though it's totally unnecessary. So there we go. We now have landed on the beach, well, the new area that we want. Not enough fuel because I haven't actually given it something yet, which is very silly. Here comes the fuel trucks. Then we've got someone for fueling. Excellent. Ship pollution research. Hi Glundick. Hi Sir Welshie. How are we doing? Yeah, that's fine. Tell you what, we'll have an upgrade so we, you know, hopefully have a bit more of a buffer. Operating there. I think we can toggle on a second one. There's no way for me to go. Can we actually prioritize this, please? Rock and roll. Got to. It just has to be done. Oh dear. Okay. Again, a lot of our supply chain issues at the moment is going to be because we have so much of our vehicles going over here and then having to come back. So that is our current problem. Do I want to start knocking up to housing 3 because we are running out of workers? I'll tell you what, we'll throw that there. We'll use a Unity to get the materials brought over. Excavator has no fuel. Oh, all right. For some reason, it's shot off. Refueled something over here. Didn't need that. Totally didn't need that. The turbines just complained for a moment then. Right. So that's back up and running, but I only want you for this. I don't want any fuel trucks coming over for these. I don't want this going over to other zones. Yeah. Fan control tower. We can't dump anything at the moment. Right. To be fair, I don't need to be notified. You're full. Just be patient. Do I want to run a stone belt? I'd have to move this first, but do I want to run a stone belt? Question is, what? No, I'd need to move this. Oh, I've moved it too far. Honestly, I'm not sure that's worth sending the rock all the way up here. Connecting it to that. Not convinced. Really not. Jeez. Nearly gonna be done. And knock that. Right, we can definitely shift this. Blimey. Okay. Start it here. Right, so the issue is they're complaining about having nothing to do. So I want, that's dirt. I'm fine to leave that there. I need the rock control. And then you now need to go here, please. Thank you very much. Now this is going to take significantly longer because it's got a lot to dump in. But we just keep going over and over until this is cleared. I'm not going to accidentally hit any sand, so that's all right. If we can get this like in line. It from that way, and I've got it correct then, haven't I? Yes, there we go. Right, low supply of iron. Okay, again, this is just a supply issue with the trucks being all over the place. Same with the copper. You're complaining about having nowhere to dump. I don't care. I don't need to know. Just throw it in there. That's all you. That is literally all you need to do. Is just throw it in here. And then let it get picked up. That is literally it. In fact, I don't even need to be notified that it's full. I literally just leave it to it. That's it. Doesn't need to happen. Reject single loads because again, there's no point. The problem is dirt. I need somewhere new for dirt because it's not going to be long until that's filled. One, and two, that's going to be sending dirt all the way over there, and I don't want it to do that. Okay, so for the moment, we're going to throw it there. We're going to throw an additional tower. We need to like come up with names for the islands. For now, we'll just call it Dirt 2. But since that's the closest, it should prioritize that. So, Gareth, looks like a bridge. It does look like a bridge. And it's working like a bridge as well. It's like really cool. So what's happening here is the dirt's going to get dumped into here. The rock is going to get dumped over to here. It also mean fewer trucks going over the bridge. Now we've set that up. I should look at logistics zones at some point. I can't remember the hotkey. Do I want to... I don't know if I actually want to set up a logistics zone at the moment. Looks like the trucks are on the wrong side of the road. No, they're on the correct side. Yep, they're going down the left, perfectly on the correct side. Where it's meant to be. You know, saying that, he's dropping rocks down there. Why are you dropping rock down there? Oh, okay, that's why. Yeah, whoopsie. Yeah, rock goes down here, please. That's up here. And we can just leave them to it. For the time being, anyway. Right. Let's make use of our ship. Can go up there. I have no upgrades to add to it. We're good. Well, saying that, diesel. We've dropped down to the storages at the moment. So, not entirely necessarily stable. We are. I mean, you know what? It's good. It's decent. No need to panic. That's fine. That's fine. Is our train been done yet? Our train has been done. Right. So at the moment, it's waiting for exclusive zone. Because the whole thing is being classed. Is where we need signals. Because he's just counted it as just one big block. And now unload, and then we should be seeing that going. Fleets are entering combat. There we go. Bloody hell. Oh my god. They didn't even get a hit in. Holy heck. Right, we've discovered radar system 2. Beautiful. That's here. So I can just get that straight added to the queue. Lovely. Right, so request train. Right, so how do I want to do this? Because I only wanted to leave. Right, so that should hold here until that clears. Okay, good. Okay. So there is a condition set. That's what I was looking for. It's like going, yeah, I'm sure there was. We also want it on out empty as well. Right, I can ununity boost these. I'm not going to though, sod it. It can keep going. Right, so that's taken some stress off the trucks. It's also slightly faster than the trucks. So it's a good start, basically. Thinking, I'll tell you what, I am going to upgrade these. It's not completely necessary, but I'm going to anyway. Can get the right freaking belt. Oh my god, so it's required. Right, fine, so I'll do it this way then. Now it holds because it's not quite full. Diesel, diesel. That's where it picks up. Okay, nice. Right, it works. I don't need to do anything else to that particular thing. I do want to start doubling this up though. Obviously quite important. I also want to get rid of the diagonal and put it a bit straight for the sake of being able to put more crossings in. You know, do I really need... No. For the time being, no. Now, what I would like to do is this. But we've got to wait for more of this to be done. I'm actually thinking whether it might be worth me pulling this. No, wouldn't be. No point pulling it back. Solid. Okay. So once that's down, we'll flatten the other sides up, and also I actually want to dig a space around here as well. I'm gonna lie, I'm debating whether to add more excavators here. I'll make it really rapid. I just don't think we can justify the diesel cost at the moment. And I don't, and until I've got this rail, I'm hesitant to move this over yet until there's the rail support's already in place. So at some point I'm going to flatten all this. Well, not flatten it, but ramp it. You see how diesel is like rapidly dropping. But I'm just thinking how I wish to do this. It's like for like, so you got to always do it like this. But what I'm thinking of, see, my brain's just so used to doing it a specific way, and I'm trying to determine if there's a different way I want to do it. It's a lot still with that. I'm also debating whether do I just want to kick it over to hydrogen economy. Like, instead of building this up, just get it over to hydrogen. We'll use the naphtha for the rubber. And then we can take a cracking plant, drop it into fuel gas with a tad of hydrogen. Because I've always had a balance of diesel and hydrogen. I've never gone pure hydrogen economy before. So I'm wondering if I want to go that route. Because at the moment, the main way to get hydrogen is electrolyzers. I mean, I would need to research it first because I'm not researching it at the moment. It would give me the captain's locomotive. Is a good question in my mind. Because generally, what's our pollution like? I mean, that's the thing is, our pollution isn't even super terrible. So it's not like I'm needing to remove pollution. It's more a case of I'm just trying to think here. The reality is I'm going to always need oil, right? Because I'm just kind of thinking, like, because obviously that's a finite resource. Eventually, effectively, it would be a case of that we're exporting food for crude oil. Whether I want to be doing that soon or not. 1, 2, 3. Trying to remember how many binaries tend to be on the world map. Can't remember. Trying to come up with something new when I'm ill, and it's not the one. And yeah, so I'm not going to come up with something new today. My brain is just not going to function well enough to put it off. Obviously, I can combine that to give me a bit of extra diesel. But then here's what I'm thinking. Because obviously that fuel gas does have some luxury of lowering alcohol consumption. And also later on it becomes, you know, a solid way of making hydrogen. What is the output? It's 36, isn't it? No, 24 actually. Right, so tell you what, because I am wanting hydrogen at some point. Let's get hydrogen in. Question is, do I want to turn it into diesel? Well, no, I can't because I ain't actually got hydrogen being made at the moment. Start into that. So that gives us fuel gas. On top of that, the problem is we then got 48, which means we've got an excess. So if I throw another Kraken in, we do have excess. I mean, that's going to massively cover our diesel. Hi Ben, how you doing? Brain, switch on. Fucking hell. Because our boiler power the steam. I always normally use heavy oil, but obviously you can take the heavy oil and just combine that with hydrogen. I'm just trying to, like, in my head, try and math out, or try to. This thing, struggling. Numbers aren't coming into my head today. If we bring that over, Get that. Gives us that. The problem is I can see so many locks happening, and that's what caused me to go, wait, is this even going to work? Hello. Why are you complaining about uneven terrain? I'm sorry, but what? Just, yeah, just what? What the heck? Why are you yeah, okay, not sure why that is shifted underneath it. See, we've dropped 500. We definitely need a push for this. The fourth one's now going. These are all vertical -4. Good. Again, you know what? I'm just going to assume it's the continual travel going on. That's causing it. The only thing makes sense. We are going to pause it because I can't risk running out of that again. The part of me is going to just throw everything into fucking diesel and just be done, but what fuel gas? I don't really want to be kicking that over. I would rather kick this in, but it comes down to so the problem I've got is this setup will produce 8 hydrogen, but to use up that I need 9 hydrogen, so it's not balanced. I'm assuming that's a deliberate choice by Matthew to have that as 9 instead of 8. If I kick that over, and 24 to that, so like for like. So right, so what I'm thinking is, not 100% sure this will work, is we kick it into naphtha. So I'm going to need a bootstrap, right? We kick it into naphtha, and then we throw that naphtha into steam to give us fuel gas and hydrogen. So that gives us extra hydrogen on top of this anyway. So that should give us plenty of excess hydrogen. As for the fuel gas itself, just combine that with oxygen to give us diesel. Yeah. But we have to allow some of it to be able to siphon off because we want to use the gas rotary kiln. We also need some of the gas to go over to the incineration plant as well. Which, speaking of incineration plant, how am I... That's how I'm producing. It just happens to be like nicely balanced at the moment. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know. That's right. That's right. I remember now. Instead of flaring it off, it goes into here just to give a little bit of boost, and then eventually, I can go, and then eventually we'll just slowly turn it into drabs of graphite. Okay, yeah, I remember how I set that up. Right. We'll take a similar philosophy here then. So the fuel gas will go to here to generate the steam. We are going to need coal as a bootstrap, so normal boiler. We're not throwing that off. Tell you what, I am going to keep ethanol in there and hydrogen in there. Like just in case. No, see, the beauty of having the hydrogen allows us to recover some of the water as well. We're speaking of, where is my water table? Right there. Ooh. So the steam has actually got to be at the top end for once. Then the crude oil gets delivered down here. Okay. So that's going into this cracking unit. And we'll bring it over here. Oh, so many pipes. That's excessing 36, but we're only going to be consuming 24. So oops, lazy. Even actually, I'm thinking, should I just not kick it back into there so that that's what I was doing, right? So that gets us even more hydrogen, and then the fuel gas is where we're going to convert. We've got to store some fuel gas. We've got to send some down. Right. Again, I shouldn't be doing this when I'm feeling so ill. I think it's because it's like crossing over there, crossing over that. That's like what's throwing me off. Right, we're gonna do, instead of direct insertion connections, we're just gonna run pipes. I think ultimately that's gonna have to be the best way to do it for now. Because my brain is just not wanting to comprehend this currently. Right, so oil. I need visual aids. So we're going to put stuff down as visual aids. Right, so that's your crude, that's your steam. That's gonna be your heavy. That's gonna be your medium. That's gonna be sour. Right. Oops, no. So this isn't the final destination for the pipes. This is, I'm putting these pipes in just so I can see what it is I'm wanting to do with the pipes. It's got that high. No. Blah, 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 blah. Right, there we go. And then the idea is then I can just extend as I need, effectively. No, not that one. Yeah, so, okay, there you go. Like I said, visual aids help me out a little bit. No, because I want crude on the ground. And then do steam like that. Right. Oh, so I'm just so overcomplicating things. Right, and then it's a case of, because I said, so a lot of it is because someone can modularize it effectively. So we're going to allow it to go that way. Fully aware that I could just hook that up, but I don't want to. So I might have this slightly moved. I haven't decided yet. Right, so I've said this is going to get turned into that. It's going to make sense for me to continue sending it that way. So it connects through. Just connecting the front to the rear is, I think that's just throwing my head off. Another downside is how the steam pipes. Again, my brain's automatically jumping back to Kaz did send me something like how he did this. Because he got his quite like really nicely scaled. No, so Kaz is like straight up jumped into hydrogen, in fairness. Sure he showed me a diesel build. Yeah, so this is what Kaz sent me. And this is like what I'm thinking of semi-emulating. You can see the distillation stages, building up and up, cracking stages, and then hydrogen reformers up here. And eventually he's torn it all down and then just converted it into hydrogen. And I'm like, kind of thinking doing some. The thing is, I'm thinking of doing something similar where I'm having it side by side, but it's also a case of I want to be able to, like, if I want to expand it, how to expand it in a modularized manner. And the thing is, I had designed something, or at least I had like the start of a design of something hit with this, but we are missing a ton of things. Polymerization plant. So what we got the polymerization plant for? I don't know. But also hydrogen. So Byron, are you trying to run before walking with what you have? No, I mean I can put this together. It's a case of I'm looking to build something that I can just put down and then that's it. I can forget about it for the most part, and then be able to expand it should I need to in the future, because like at the moment our diesel's slowly dropping because we're now just using a little bit more than what we're producing, but because I've built this so compactly and the area I've built it, I can't expand it without like just tearing it down. Tearing it down will cause me problems. Yeah. So it's a case of building fresh. It's a case of at this point I'm like thinking, do I just want to just use my blueprints instead of like trying to put any actual brain power into this? Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm giving a lot of consideration to go, you know what, fuck it, I'm just printing down what I've done in the past. Because he works, like I did all this, like I've kind of have put in the work before. There, the overlap. The overlap's not working on that. Oh, that sucks. It's really doomed, not fully overlapping like it used to. I can't really freaking stamp it down because it don't work no more. It doesn't automatically set the pipes like it used to. Yeah, to be fair, perhaps I was because I was doing it the wrong direction. So it should be like that. Yeah, there you go. Reset it. Sort of. It's broken there. Even though that's a blueprint error because it's broken there as well. Like in the past I've done it, but to be fair, I don't know, I just don't like the look of it no more. But I'm not well today, so trying to put brain power into this is not working. That's the problem. It's also because I'm just trying to do 100 things with it at the same time, and I'm confusing myself. Where, yeah, there's something I need to be more awake for. Right, to be fair, I am kind of. Right, let me try a different approach. Instead of double tiling it like I normally do, we are going to straight single tile it. So it's like that. So a bit of steam throw into more of that. So that gives us a bit of hydrogen. You know, again, yeah, so if I had hydrogen, I could do that, but no. Right, okay, steam. I need to flip that round though, because of the input. There's a case of yes. So this is putting out 36 fuel gas. Then I can throw that. Okay, it's like it's just randomly clicked for me. We are going to need that though. I need space to pull this in with an air separator. So I've still got a mentality of like trying not to use up too much space, but the problem is I've got plenty of space. Why am I not? You know, I should be okay with just you know, spacing it out. Waste, smokestack. Now, I was thinking of just doing that, but because of this oxygen, it just makes sense. Save myself some hassle, throw that there. Right, I have ratioed this all right, yeah? Like, I'm not... So 12, no, sorry, 48, 30, 24, and then it's a case of the 24 plus 12 throws into 36, gives us that. That's the, so this is like pure diesel, sorted. It will give us a bit of hydrogen as well, so this will give us 16 hydrogen, which, you know, it's not a lot. The thing is, I feel I need the fuel gas. But I also want the diesel. So that hydrogen we're producing will be routed round into the heavy oil for this. The problem at that point then is that we are going to be per stack, per column, 1 hydrogen short. In fact, no, I'm not. I was going to throw it into this, weren't I? Which gives us naphtha, which we then throw in for this. It's the heavy oil process, and that's... See, normally I'll just take that heavy oil and use that to make the steam. But I'm wanting to add an extra step, and that is like massively... like just messing my head up. Because steam's got to be going up here just because this is where our water table is. Getting that down here, though, is another question. Just randomly thought, because I'm dumping through there. Where am I actually going to put the pipe? That's a bloody good question. I'll probably have to put it here and then just keep changing it. Can you hurry up and make a space here? A gap, because I need to shift you guys. I've got to be careful because I can see myself actually accidentally breaking this bridge. And obviously that would be a very bad thing. I don't know how that is actually being supported, to be honest. I really don't. All right, just a bit more. So we've got a route. That's no. Ooh. Really? Where was I having you guys? Over here. Okay, fine. Copper needs altering. Coal needs altering. Actually, we need to go around all of them. Right, you can just carry on helping with the sand then, sod it. To be fair, it's a good job that come up, because that's nearly done. Can go there. Start coming back on yourself a little bit. Yeah. Help getting us some rock as well. Right, so that's in, that's in, that's in. This needs adjusting. There. Good. You've got a 3-path now, I hope. If you don't, then we've got a big problem. Okay. Struggling to find destination that you can reach. Why? You shouldn't be. Right, this particular rock control tower, currently it's running that shoreline. I would like you to see. It's going to cause us a bit of a problem because it means we've got a lot of travel time that's about to happen. I just want this message gone, so we just need it to like fix that. I mean, saying that, our diesel actually seems to have recovered. We're back up to 6,000. No explanation for that one. Right, so sour water stripper. Obviously, it's one per set. It's 18 and 36. With the steam. So what I'll do is throw that way. I've got to start piping, figuring out how I'm piping this. Alright, diesel needing it spaced out for. Yeah, we're definitely going to go with boilers up here. Alright, that's diesel. So crude diesel. For now, I will stick to using ones. We'll have the diesel is going on 2. And that will just right, okay. So what we'll do, we'll change that, so that will then hook up to there. A bit of symmetry going. Right, so that's the diesel looped back round. Right, so that's your in and your direct out done. See, I don't want steam this way, but we're gonna have to have it this way. Hydrogen reformer. I'm not pushing anything beyond this. I could actually just do that up here. Do boiler gas. Right, ends that. Water. Water. Then we'll have the steam on the ground. I'm pretty certain that I'm going to want to move that. Have the sour water on 3. Goes there. And we just pull that steam over to there. You to hook onto that. Okay, so that's sour water connected. And then the heavy oil will be going into a cracking unit of its own. Actually, just thinking, can I actually fit this to there? Problem is how would I need to loop the hydrogen around. Oh, really? Okay, that's a new one. Potatoes requires 8.4. We're producing 13.3. I'm going to assume that it's down to me using so much animal feed. That's got to be my assumption. It's the only thing that makes sense. We can export. Yeah. Still got a bunch of potatoes. That's hilarious. Yeah, go pick them up. Thank you. Done. cool. Using so much more food. Oh, I just realised our what's going on here. Why is that iron crashed? Could be because we can't dump slag. That's why. We've run out of places to dump the slag, and silly me did not put an alert to let me know about that. So that is massively backed up. Good job I've noticed it now. So I can do something about it. Now the question is, where do I put this slag? Turn it to slag crust, which I can then to be fair, that's already being done anyway. So I'll need more places. I mean, I'm not dumping it here. Can I actually exchange it out for anything? Oh, I can export rock for fuel gas. Can't export slag. Ah, okay. Alright, it's not going to be able to reach that because, you know, there's sort of mountains in the way. That's going to start going into the ocean, which I do not want. Technically, so all that. To be fair, so will they, so... Okay, that's the slag control tower there. Right, so we should get a massive surge of trucks all heading over there to go picking and emptying them out to allow my copper and iron production to continue. There we go. Excellent. Alright, we just got a notice of high supply of ammonia. Really? Okay. I need more fertilizer consumption then. I mean, we've got a massive surplus of food. I don't really need to like throw it on anything. What, more people? So we're consuming more foods? Like, God, I'll tell you what, the difference in difficulty between admiral and captain is insane. Like, because I've got plenty of foods consumption going, and this farm is feeding 1,500 people. I would not expect that. Don't have enough to do another extension. We do them two. That's another bunch of lot more bunch of people. Right, so that's sort of done. Just keep that going. So at some point I will need the terraformers over here to like finish it off. Right, so we've got an issue here. Is that we've got an abundance of ammonia happening. Right. We're gonna have to start flaring it. Which I really don't want to do. I mean, to be fair though, we can actually put in electrolytes and give ourselves a bit of hydrogen instead. And then flare the hydrogen. Ooh. It kind of needs to be altered. That's the thing, and I don't want to do that at the moment. Right, back over to trying to figure this out. What are you complaining about? Claiming you can't reach a destination, but you absolutely 100% can. So, you know, don't even try it with me. Right, anyway, so back to this. Yeah, I'd want to pull it off to the side anyway. But it would make sense to give it its own column. That giving 16 hydrogen, so bring that down, feed into that, which gives us 7 remaining, which you can utilize in other things. We then will end up with 36 naphtha, which we can then, to be fair, which we can then convert back into. See, this is where we need 2 cracking units. Oh, just trying to do the maths. Can't do the maths. Right. Get a hook on that, thank you. Oh, I've gone one too high, damn it. I'll sod it, I'll throw hydrogen on that one then. Oh, so that's hydrogen back. But I'm at 6.7 diesel here. It's me panicking about diesel, and I'm looking to do something like a lot more efficient, and my diesel's actually going up. Right, tell you what, let me throw them and that in. Let's get a second line of them. So we're now producing a lot more naphtha. I need that water. Actually, I need to hook that up. No point. I've even got to traverse the pipes to make sure that we've got the right levels, because there are going to be, I can already see some blockages happening, if I'm honest. Okay, sand is blocked due to output because of the rock, and I'm assuming that's because you guys have finished over here. Yes, you have. Totally done. So we are going to take yes, not that one, that one. Let's redraw over to here. There are some mining designations outside. Not no more. There aren't. Done. Right. Dun 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 dun. Actually, should I do this one? Should I do this? Yeah. Yeah. Up. On that, please. Not very much. We're actually going to copy this. I'm going to give it this a rock 2 over here. And then hopefully what we'll have is anything being grabbed from over here will be used here, and what's being grabbed over that island will be used there. Why didn't do that before? I don't know. Just not thinking ahead, basically. The silly that I am. Anyway. So that's all connected. We need this water to go to there. So we are recovering 33 of the 48 used of water. I don't know if there would be something else that's going to lead to any more water being to be fair, no. The naphtha. Again, we're throwing that into hydrogen. You know, saying that, I'm wondering. What's that? 16. Minus 9 gives us 7. That's a shame. So I was thinking whether there was a way to use that excessive hydrogen just to convert this into diesel, but there isn't. We don't have enough hydrogen on standby. So yeah, we'll throw it back into this then. Thing is, at this point we need 2 of them. And I don't want to use 2 of them. It feels silly. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'd rather this be 24 than 36. Just because it just feels wrong. It really does. And there's like nothing. I mean, theoretically, the problem is it will lock. We will have excess sulfur anyway. Hydrogen fuel station. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I want derivatives, Robert. So we'll use that because we happen to have it free. Not doing much. That gives us rubber and then this excessive sulfur. I need a way to just make, have it gone. I don't want to, but it looks like we might have to just start burning it off. I really don't want to do that. Hang on, what am I doing with it over here? Right, so are you saying that I just happen to be using just the right amount of sulfur at the moment? Because the fact that that has not locked is surprising. It really is. So I'm using it to make acid. Right. Yeah. Using it to make fertilizer. To be fair, we still oh yeah, that's why I'm not struggling. Because we still have 8,000. And I think I picked that up like 100 years ago. Yeah, okay. Quartz mine, nope. So we just need to like use up stuff. Coal mine, yeah, just for the absolute hell of it. Can we load for the coal mine? Thank you. Oh, God. Weirdly, my issue is I just have too much of stuff. I just have an abundance. It's so weird for me. Oof. Okay. Smooth. Up one. Up one. Right. So this is a just in case. Then we've got storage fluid here. There. And then a flare here. And again, this is a just in case. So priority is that. To be fair, that's a waste of power. They might as well just split it 50-50, to be honest. Right, so priority this, so it's that waiting. We'll get a buffer for that. So that will just sneak through there. Okay, so that's fine. I still haven't decided exactly what I'm burning on this yet. So if it's carbon dioxide, we want to just eventually throw it into that, to be honest. 72. I need a... I'll tell you what. We'll double edit. I won't put a big stack on it. Okay. And fuel wise is needing to be put in. We also need a bootstrap. Very important. This is taking me way longer than it should. I was tempted to use the electric, but I'm not going to. Okay. Coal. Got it. I don't care. It's barely going to get used. But I won't want to balance, so. Alright, so priority in is that. Okay. Right, coal Inbound. So if we're struggling with water, please bring water over. Need you to output for rubber. So overflow done. Interesting that there's actually space to do that. Okay, not complaining. Directly in line with it as well. Totally meant to do that. Saying that though, actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it on a balancer. Like that. And we're going to wrong button. We're going to prioritize it to the rubber. So we are going to need. I think that way. And then steam. Coming through to here. So what I'm thinking here is this fuel gas is what powers the boiler once it's running. Downside is when I want to expand this, how much am I producing anyway? So 48. That's 72. Brain doesn't care about numbers. Hang on. Calculator. What did I say? 48 plus 72, so 120 a minute. What am I producing on average at the moment? 88. So this is more diesel already. But we're reducing, right, so excess of fuel gas. I'll figure out what the heck I'm going to do with the hydrogen. So what's that? It's 36, 42 fuel gas excess. I want to see what I doing with that. So how much steam am I actually using? 2, 3, 5, 8, 14. So that's 28 on that. 31. 34. So 34 steam. So basically it's approximately, what, 3/4. So I'm actually I'm 10 short fuel gas. But it's the self-power. I am, it's just a fraction short. Okay. I mean, the hydrogen won't make up the difference because hydrogen's very, yeah. So the coal will have to kick it in now and again. Even then, to be fair, how? Because now this would have to kick in now and again. No, I think we're good. I don't want to bring hydrogen back round to it then. Right, so hydrogen is it's on the top one. It's not. It's on 4. It's hydrogen. Okay, so it's here. Right. Ooh. So what I'm going to do then? Alright, so I want it to prioritize that way. I need to prioritize that way. Because I'm going to keep some of this hydrogen. I want to make sure that I can dump it out. I need to get a rough idea of like how much hydrogen I'm actually producing in excess of. Right. So the only 2 things I'm missing is hooking up crude oil and hooking up water. I think I've got this. It's taken me way longer than it should have. But I do believe that's on. That will produce 120 fuel a minute, which is an increase of nearly 50% on what we're currently producing, because we're currently producing at 88. To be fair, the way that is, I can just copy and paste it if I really want to. Just have side by side, like the whole thing. Question now becomes, where do I want to put it? Since the time and effort that I've put into that, I'm going to save it. Something I might mess around with if I get to play any of this off stream. Very unlikely. Freaking hell, that's nearly done. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. I'm going to see if it complains. We've got to find out. So is it going to complain? Is the bridge going to collapse? Is this going to be a very expensive excavation jobby? Like it's usually well known for diggers and excavators to like go through things and cause structural damage that they're not meant to. So let's find out, shall we? I'm genuinely curious as to what will happen, because obviously it's going to touch, it's going to change the ground underneath it. Now, will this automatically adapt or will it collapse? Is the important question. We haven't had any warning so far, surprisingly. Got a coastline coming along very slowly. The random thought, I don't even know if it can, how far out it can push. It's sending it over. It can't actually reach them at the moment. So sorry guys, I just need to borrow you for a moment. It's going to take next to no time whatsoever. So, right, guys, head over here, please. So no, I did do the right one, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Island 2 control tower. We need a name for the islands. There are some mining detonations outside of the control tower. Right, so having a look, it looks like it dug into the ground. So we should be able to dig around it and it not cause us any issues. Excellent. Oh, saying that, we did get the hydrogen cell, so I can kick some over to hydrogen should I want to. Right, so we have We don't have enough resources to actually build this at the moment. Right, so for me, the answer is clear. We can dig around that. It's fine. It's not going to break it, which I'm happy about. It's a case of this if it's going to break. Right, I don't know why. I'm determined to break the bridge. I also don't know why they're taking that over there instead of here. Could be because I haven't built it. Well, that was super silly, wasn't it? What am I like? Still going over the bridge. Got this perfectly nice coast that I want you to like put the stuff on there. We're not going to build this for now because one, I want to get more of a buffer. Oh, hello, moderate flu. People are dying even though our health is in the positive. No, growth, disease. Okay. It's fine. We've got enough people. It's all right. Where's my large? Can I unlock them yet? Yes, I can. Who am I? No mining designations. Done already. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Daisy, press it too many times. Stop, Chris, stop. Yeah, so we're gonna do that as well. Just be very careful because I'm not kicking into the sand because we are getting very close to doing so. Oh, I didn't see what that was. Something popped up for us moment. Alright, so our slag ramp's going fine. The dirt. Yes, fine. More and more of this has been done. Which is good. Now I'm thinking without terraformers, so that's water control tower, terraforming crew, right? So I can see a problem here. What I would also like to do is to actually bring this like down. Slightly convert this over. We might lose some of this if ooh, don't mean to do that. If we do, we do, is what it is. I'm not liking how close that's getting to that, though, to be honest. That's making me a little uncomfortable. Right, so we need somewhere new to dump dirt. The only real thing I can do with it is dump it or turn it into fertilizer. That's it. We can't export it. I mean, to be fair, we can export fertilizer. But no, we need it. We need to put it somewhere else. Where can I put it? Where is gonna be good to put it? Needs to be out the bloody way. Saying that, just thought 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Make sure we've got the same gaps either side. Jeez. Fucking decide where I want to put stuff. This is a conundrum. You off, Ben? Good night, mate. Good to see you again. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, I don't know where I want to put it. There's nowhere really that I'm desperately wanting it. Stick it back there. We will fill that in very fast, though. But that needs to like go because yeah, I don't want to risk that collapsing because that would not be good. Not in the slightest. Right, so sand diggies. We need you to go down a little bit more because there's somehow there's like a weird random pocket quite far under. That's bizarre. We'll have to see how that goes. That's going to be a lot of dirt shifting. Obviously, I will get a notification on that because I will need that notification. That's fine. This is okay. This is moving a ton of dirt as well, to be fair. But I kind of want to see. I mean, this shouldn't shift this. So that should be a-okay. Do I want to put another digger on the terraforming crew? Like, at this point, it's a case of I just want to shift things faster. So do 2 and then 4. Okay. And then Unity drop. So train's keeping up very nicely. So another one, this is push forwards. So we're only doing to 2. Why? Right? Why had I set that one to 2? Is it because I was worried about that, wasn't I? I think we can go to 3. Actually, I think we can go even further. If we do 3 to begin with. And at some point I need to like flatten this because, you know, it looks a little... It's conjointed, which obviously we don't want. Do. There are some mining designations outside of area. No shit. Oh, yeah, let's just be terraforming crew when the time comes. Cool. See, you look there. So the issue isn't that. Right, so the issue is it's not flat. That's the issue. Speaking of flat, we do need to give ourselves a path here again. Okay, so that should be fine. I'll make sure, you know, got a nice, proper level. To be fair, it's taking longer than I expected. Another excavator, off you go. Thank you very much. And then the other excavator is arrived. Right, so that'll double the speed. At the moment, this island is mostly moving dirt around. That island is moving mostly rock, but with a decent amount of dirt. As for this, I'm not going to care that this isn't level. It doesn't matter. I'm going to be filling it over with a layer of dirt anyway. So, as long as the coast is done correctly, like that, that's all that matters. And that's for the coast. Tell you what, don't need that now. How are we looking through digging this in anyway? Yeah. Decent. I need to like do something with the limestone. Like we've just got so much. Really utilising it at the moment, am I? Until I do an exhaust scrubber, I'm not going to utilise it full stop. Have I actually already set the exhaust scrubber up? No. We were looking at it. We never got round to it. Thing is, that will give us more sulfur, which at the moment we don't need. Excavator has no fuel. Which excavator? You. Why? Do I need to... Can't reach. That's the problem. It can't reach. It's had to come over and take the fuel itself. Which, yeah, that to be fair, I mean, apparently it can go through here, go round. Hang on, what was the Control U? Get rid of all that debris. Right, so that's done. Right, so just to finish off the rest, previous vehicle hydrogen done. So now it's doing ship bridge. So that's going to be more dirt, which means more. This is going to fill in. We'll just knock down some of this rock and then turn it over at some point. To be fair, the only rock that's getting picked up and dumped now is from the sand, from this, right? And even then, it's not a huge amount of it. Because the copper and the iron is just going straight into here. It's going onto a train. It's not ever touching a truck now. Saying that, no, this would be getting pushed along by truck. Would make sense that I pull this over. Problem being, the general location of that is very unfortunate. So that can now go bye-bye. Hello? Hello? Why? Thank you. Right, so we need that in A and B, because then it will just straight away just go through two ports. It's very lovely. And then I've got a belt that over to here. Is what it is. Right, that one, that one, that one. I just want to make sure we've got a couple of crossover locations. And then lots of debris as well. And found a use for my Unity. Rock. Loose. Will only need to be that. There we go. So 3 to there, and then just so it's getting equally spread across, we'll throw it connected onto the copper inbound. Okay, we have illnesses again. Okay, it's all right. We've got plenty of spare workers. It's okay. It's fine. Nothing to worry about. Right, so that's now yet again one less thing that the trucks have to worry about. You are full due to dirt. I don't care. Don't tell me. I don't need to know. I mean, to be fair, actually, yeah, I kind of did need to know, but I was expecting to be informed somewhere else. Right, so that's done. Now I've got to work out where I want to put that. I don't know. Ain't got any idea. Right, what? I have something there at the moment. Okay, it's part of the water control tower, which I'm 100% moving. Okay, that. Again, it's not going to take long for that to fill, but it's okay. Right, have you got to that weird bit? You have got to that weird bit. Excellent. There's still a layer there, though, which is absolutely going to bug me if we leave it alone. Right, go do that for me, please. Thank you very much. Let's get rid of these completed ones. Ooh, okay. That is a level. I have level designated that. So I'm thinking what I need to do is throw rock on here. Let's see. Get it to the... Because basically, if we can cycle it to, you know, being a rock face instead of mixture of dirt. Okay. So my issue here is obviously it's a bit closer than I would have liked. We will live with that though, because I only really care that I've got enough of that. Yeah, rock control towers there. It's fine, not a problem. Terraforming crew is... I just need to expand that because I need it to cover also that as well. There we go. But we have now punched a line through here. It's brilliant. It's moving all that dirt around. It's already done. Oh, okay. Right, a bit more, and then yeah, it's fine, done, sorted. Excavator has no fuel. Okay, why are you sitting there and not fueling it? Because you can't reach. No, technically you can, because the other one's gone over to it. So we're gonna we're clearly gonna need to widen this. Can they, saying that, can they even reach there? 'Cause I don't think they can. Thinking about it. Tell you what, I'm going to leave that for now. Low pressure turbine. I saw that mode, but obviously didn't get to click on it, so I don't know which one. I'm going to assume it was this one that triggered. I mean, it could have been this one. Could have been one of these. I honestly don't know. How many seeds we got? Ooh, we're getting on seeds. Let's keep full. We need more tree seeds. Right, there we go. We see which one it is. It's this one. Why? How is it? How have we ended up with one getting backed up? How, game? Please, pray tell. How has this happened? Saying that, why do I actually have it on auto balance? Thinking about it, these are low pressure. I need these. I need them to be used up as soon as. These are the auto balances. Has no mining designations. It has fully mined out that little ramp there. Right, so now we've got to be careful because we are going to start hitting sand. And the question is, what do I do with the sand? But I also need the rock to finish this off. Up Renfield, thank you for the 5-stream streak. Build a sandcastle. Ooh. Good work. We could build a sandcastle. Oh, it's just like really big up the area. So that can go. There's one of those where I'm going to hit it, but... Oh, Silver, thank you for the 200 bits. It's one of those, just accept that I'm hitting the sand. No, I don't want to do that. So do that. Just gotta flatten this whole area out for reasons. And then as for the sands, yeah, I'm gonna have to throw that into there. What can I do with sand? I mean, it's going to get shifted around. I'd sort of would have to have it as a priority mover. So let's put it on Delta. Sand. 5. So any sand in here gets moved before the sand we have over on Starter Island. Right, so this is filled in. I said it wouldn't take long. Okay, so question now becomes what am I doing with this? Should we have a bit of a play around with the retaining walls, shall we? I think that's what we're gonna do. What we're going to do, we're going to create a walkway. So throw a corner in. No, I'm not liking it there. Now it comes to the beautification side of things. Just to use up time and resources. That's literally what all is to it. There we go. Dumping. No, yep, dumping. So more dirt, and then basically I'll come in with diggers afterwards and, you know, fine tune this if it lets me. See, look, that's saying it's fine, but it's not fine. We can see that's not fine. I can see the gaps, game. You're telling me that it's a-okay. Game, why you do this to me? I mean, I know how to fix it, to be fair. Basically, raise it up one level, then bring it back down. do. Do 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 do. Only downside is I can't actually get to the at this bit. Has no minor destinations. So done. Hooray. Over to here, please. Thank you very much. Got a bit of a back and forth here why it like fixes itself, maybe. We'll see if it does or don't know. Just while he's doing that, let me think of the next place I want to put the dirt, because that's the, yeah, no idea. There's just too damn much of it, is the problem. To be fair, he shouldn't kick through and hit the other side. Shouldn't. We'll see if it actually does or not, though. Yeah, no, looks all good. Right, well, it can complain about having nowhere. It's fine. Like I said, this is somewhat bugging me, so I am gonna do the idea is I just want to fill in that last bit and then we'll dig it back down. You know, make it look nicer. And then as for new place, yeah, no idea, not a clue. It's probably just here. What do I think about the Atari OpenTDT situation? I think it's a shit cash grab. Honest opinion. Help with these guys. To be fair, they're doing a good job. They've gotten more or less to the right level now. What situation? Oh, so basically Atari's decided to release Transport Tycoon Deluxe on Steam, and unless you already had OpenTDD in your library, you can now only get it if you pay for Transport Tycoon Deluxe as part of a bundage package. Yeah, OpenTDD doesn't use any code or assets from the original Transport Tycoon Deluxe, but obviously they've probably gone with, I will just get our lawyers onto you. And obviously OpenTDD is voluntary, it's open source, funded by donations. If even that, there's no way they're going to be able to afford lawyers, so they've had no real choice but to go, okay, fine. And then we'll fill that back in afterwards. It's an update. Literally, Atari gave some money to OpenTDD for service insurance. Probably there was not only a stick but a carrot too. I mean, look, if Atari's come in and go, look, we'll actually give you money, then okay, it's not too bad. I hadn't seen that update. It's not terrible. It's still a shitty thing to do, but it's not at least a terribly shitty thing to do. Yeah, if you go to the GitHub or directly off the website, you can still get it for free. But if you want it on Steam, you have to pay. Let's be part of a bundage package, unless you already had it in your library, which I did, so I don't have to. I've already got it. So, to be fair, it's something that's not. It's something that's not going to affect existing players. The problem is a project like that, especially with the age and the fact that it's like a 30-year-old graphic style. You're not going to get much in the way of like new players, and now you put basically a price tag behind it. Unless they happen to know, research to see where they can get it without that price tag, they're probably going to skip it. Because sorry, I have Transport Tycoon Deluxe on the PlayStation, a disc somewhere. I don't even know where it is. But the fact is, OpenTDD's got, what, 20 plus years of development behind it. Who the hell is going to want to go to the original TDD? And then what? They're charging £8? I think it's like £8. £8 something for it. For a game that was released in the 90s. Right, why is the... Right, so we're prioritising in the water from here, yet... It's still not keeping up. Not gonna lie, this is where I go. I wish I could have a circuit to go only activate this if this is empty or something. And it's just a re-release, not even a remaster. No, basically all they've done is just they've put a compatibility patch on it. So they've made sure that it will work for a modern operating system and then just left it at that. I mean, it could have been worse, and they could have like not even done that. So at least they've done something. Not a great something. Have I not given? Okay, I'm gonna go with the issue is that we just simply don't have enough seeds. There's the planters, right? So are we producing just the right amount of fertilizer for our farms? So we don't actually have any excess currently. And let me see, vegetables. So we're reducing 20 and 16. Let me drop that. Vegetable consumption's at 29. So in that case, I can the fallow for that one. Knock that up, so it's obviously that will lower our overall fertilizer consumption. Okay. Called DS DOS box or something like that, so not that much effort. Oh, okay. All right, then I'll take it back. I thought they'd like actually put some proper work in to make sure it would still work, not just effectively throw it under an emulator. Right, we need more dirt digging up. Strangely, I had too much and now I don't have enough. Okay. Tell you what. We're gonna do that and then put it up. And then as for the dirt control tower. There, please. Thank you very much. You know, I do think that's going to prioritize that, isn't it? So downside. Bees, what's it? Bees, yeah, it is bollocks. I wanted it to prioritize that. Una momento. Thank you. All right, there you go. Do that first, please. Thank you very much. Right, how's our coast coming along anyway? It's getting there. Not gonna lie, I'm thinking of just having it just constantly go. Even though I'm also thinking that I'm going to keep this beach because, you know, it'd be nice to have a beach somewhere to go to when we're having a break. Oh dear. Hang on. Whoops. Let me see. Oh, I only wanted the dirt to be put there. Oh, whip. All right, tell you what, let me remove the dumping designation of that so that won't happen again. It's fine. We'll change it all around at some point anyway. It's not the end of the world. Or, you know, maybe it might be. I don't know. I'm not a psychic. So all that rock that could have gone there. Sad. So sad. Right, so have that there. To be fair, it's not going to be long until this is done anyway. So what I'm going to need to do is do this so I can make sure I've got no like surface rock. So we've got fresh soil down. To be fair, I want to put I'd rather put compost, but yeah, we don't produce a huge amount of compost. I mean, I could game it by like literally putting all this bloody animal feed into compost, and then I'm gonna have loads. But still. But then, you know, I've still got to get rid of all the dirt. And the reason why I want the compost, because it produces a bright green grass compared to... So you can actually see the difference. So you get this type of lush grass versus this type of grass. Excavator has no fuel. Get some bloody fuel to it then, obviously. Right, are you kind of... No, bit more. And then we're going to throw this as a diggy site. That's it, done. Cool. It's now getting turned into a diggy site. Okay, struggling to find a destination that you can reach. You have the whole island. Just saying. Well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't actually know. I did not catch where you were trying to go to. I pointed over here and then went, nope, can't do it, and changed its mind. I'm not seeing anywhere that's off that it's allowed to grab that it can't reach. This excavator. Okay, again, why? I'm sorry, why have you gone all the way over there? Yeah, I don't know why you went all the way over there. Okay, so now we're hitting this. we are seeing some of the rock face kicking into here. That's fine because we will dig it back, because ultimately the track that we're going to be laying down is going like this. That's my aim. You know, actually, let me check. How's it work along here? Huh. I'm not a fan of it being like that, but okay. To be fair, having it won over is not the end of the world, so meh, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, I do wish there was a way that the game engine could, you know, once it's settled for a while, start altering it to just look a little bit like this. Get some of this detail back in. I'm not sure how they would do it, but it would be cool if they could. Alright, so you're clear. Just want to get rid of these excess stuffs. Right, so we can clearly see that that's going to cause us a problem. Seems like TTT and lesser extent OTT are getting review bombed on Steam. Yeah, yeah, because people are pissed. Because it's a clear cash grab, let's be honest. There's no reason why Atari would release it then to make it a cash grab. Right, since that's done, the dirt's going to start really piling up. I forgot to change this over. There we go. Surprised I haven't had anything moaning at me yet. Right, okay. So, I am calling it early tonight because of how rough I'm feeling. I did say it'll be a shorter stream. So, I'm going to call it now. Because otherwise next thing I know it's going to be 2:30. I'll get no sleep again and I will still be struggling tomorrow. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with more of this. We're just going to carry on doing as we're doing. Yeah, while I remember to at least get the upgrades beginning. There's the combine. Still got 7,900 sulfur on board. This is near enough done. So tomorrow, what we should be doing is finishing this off, getting the diggies over here. In fact, let me move the diggies over now. Diggies over here, just to empty that down, and then once this is done, we'll fill it back in with dirt, and then we'll get this oil refinery down and put a cargo depot thingy, fix this, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. Have a think about it. See where we go from there. I've got a feeling our next fire to put out is going to be woods, because that's looking very barren. Let's go raid JD. No, normally JD raids me, but I'm not staying on as late as normal. So raid JD. Cool. Go say hi to JD. Go good day, mate. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Ciao.